Alright, so we're working on a 2007 Chrysler Aspen. It's a 4.6. It's got a P0302, P0300, and a P0203. P0300 is a random cylinder misfire. P0302 is cylinder 2 specific misfire. P0203 is an injector fault, which we've already tested and tested out just fine. So what we're doing right now, it does have a very severe misfire. So we pulled all the spark plugs out. We're going to do a compression test. This particular 4.7 has the firing order right here on the intake. Cylinder 1 on this 07 Aspen is driver front. So it goes 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8 on the passenger side. So we're going to start with cylinder 1, do a compression test. I do have the snap-on pressure tester, and it also has the app, which I can get a better graph. So I can see a little bit more of what's going on. So I bypassed the starter relay. So what we're going to do is, since we got all the spark plugs out, we're going to go ahead and do a compression test and show you what's going on. Alright, so we got 165 on cylinder, 163 on cylinder 1. So we're going to go to cylinder 2.
Thank you. You're welcome. Coming up, an update from this viral video that we've shown you. Now, the 7-Eleven workers trying to stop theft are the ones under investigation now. Plus, Battle of the Billionaires. Who would you put your money on? Who better to ask than wrestling champ Tyrus? And he's next.
It fell right out of the pack, John. It's got a stress crack somewhere and it breaks. I'm sorry, John.
Alright, so here's cylinder 2. We're going to do compression test. I've already done this once, but I didn't get it on video, so we're going to do it again. So here we go. Absolutely no compression, 0.3 psi. So we definitely have a problem on cylinder 2. So we're going to go back to cylinder 3. Alright, so cylinder 3. So we jumped up to 156 at the high and dropped down to 153.7. So now we're going to go to cylinder 4.
Or if you're taking certain medicines which may interact with Cabenuva. Serious side effects include allergic reactions, post-injection reactions, liver problems, and depression. If you have a rash and other allergic reaction symptoms, stop Cabenuva and get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you have liver problems or mental health concerns, and if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or considering pregnancy. Some of the most common side effects
Alright, cylinder 4.
Fever and tiredness. If you switch to Cabenuva, attend all treatment appointments. Ready to treat your HIV.
Try it again. Alright, we got 148, 147, 146. So we're good there. The tester actually showed it max at 153. Alright, so we're going to next one back here. Cylinder 5.
Before and bath fitter. Now's the time to call bath fitter to get a beautiful after. With our unique tub over tub process, there's no mess or stress.
Now we're remember when you're doing this, you always want to get at least 5 hits of compression. So there we go. The other ones I may have gotten a little short, but I've already done this test a couple of times. So there we go, 172 even. Alright, so we're gonna go to cylinder 6.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on Sirius XM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on Sirius XM. America is listening.
Alright. Cylinder 6. Alright, got 165, 163. Alright, we're going to cylinder 7, which is the driver's side all the way back in the back.
Ainsley, more than 60,000 still about it. That number really hasn't budged since this morning. And Maryland Governor Wes Moore is in town, expected to give an update in about 15 minutes. He just surveyed some of the damage here in Westminster, which you can see is extensive. The Maryland State Police were here up late into the night, rescuing 33 adults and 14 kids who were trapped in cars like this, either surrounded by live wires or in their car wedged under some of these poles.
Alright, so here we go, cylinder 7.
Until crews are able to clear this, you can see it's going to take them some time because there are a number of high voltage poles down this road here. At least 30 of them were also hit the south, and that's where tragically 2 people lost their lives.
I didn't hit it long enough.
In South Carolina was hit by a fallen tree, according to the Anderson County's coroner's office. And then police in Alabama say a man in his 20s died after being struck by lightning. The weather led to ground stops at least 10 major airports across the East Coast. And obviously those delays are going to trickle into today. A lot of people's flights are going to be rescheduled for today as well. Adding on to already high traffic summer travel. So it will be a busy day at the airports as we kind of focus on power restoration here. That seems to be the big focus from officials, but we will have an update for you in the next 15 minutes when they let us know where things stand as far as power restoration is here in the state. Janice.
Katie, great job out there.
Alright, so now we're going back to cylinder 8.
Let's take a look at the maps because we had over 1,000 reports of severe weather, including the mid-Atlantic, parts of the southeast up towards the northeast. National Weather Service is going to go out and investigate the damage. You heard Katie say tens of thousands still without power. The remnants of this storm system still in New England, so heavy rain is going to be the biggest concern. Also, the potential for strong storms for parts of the plain states. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for Oklahoma through Arkansas. Large hail damaging winds, isolated tornadoes will be possible, as well as areas stretching towards the southeast, including south of the Atlanta, Georgia area. So we're going to have some delays, we're going to have some cancellations. Just be prepared for that.
Alright, so here we go. Cylinder 8.
To Florida, no relief in sight.
There we go. We got good compression. 170, 160 is dropping, which is normal. Alright, so there we go. So we definitely know we got a problem with cylinder 2. It's got zero compression. So that tells us we basically have a dead cylinder. Basically, it's not able to build compression, which means it's not going to actually combust the fuel. That's the big things you got to have on these 4 strokes: fire, fuel, and air, and compression. So without that fuel actually being able to compress and ignite, you're going to have a consistent misfire, and you could have a plug that turns out like that. So there we go.